If you want to know more about habits and healing, this is a perfect episode to take out. Chantell, thank you so much for your time and energy. I really appreciate your patience with letting me get this out to everybody. I'm really excited about it. I loved listening to it. And overall, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Cheers. So you'd be helping 10 to 20 people all at one time in a group session?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the workshops that we do are always, they're always different. The ones that I do once a month with a sound healer and a Reiki master. Mm-hmm. Last month's theme was letting go to receive. The beginning of the year, we did a visualization of how we wanted our year to go, mm-hmm. and focused on creating the identity of someone who would achieve that sort of stuff. So every month it changes, and it really depends on what's going on around us at the time.
Wow.
What I'm noticing in the group. And sometimes, it's usually the week before that we decide on the theme, because I'll be talking to people that usually go, or people at the wellness center, and they'll be mentioning things. Oh, this keeps coming up. And so then I'll be like, oh, this is my cue that this is what we need to work on. So it's really very intuitive, mm-hmm. and shifts around a lot. Like, habits are very powerful. That's why when I'm working with someone one-to-one, one of the sections of my intake form is called symptoms, triggers, and habits. So it's very important to know, okay, when this thing pops up, what symptoms are you experiencing? Are you, does it hurt anywhere? Do you feel longing anywhere? What kind of thoughts do you have? Like triggers. Okay, every time my mom is coming over, I feel like I need to drink. Mm-hmm. That kind, and habits, like every time I pass this house in this area, I need to stop and buy blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be different for everyone, right? But those things are very, very powerful in the day-to-day of whatever issue someone's facing. Mm-hmm. And those are the things that you have to change. So if someone's getting stressed out every time their mom's coming over, addictive behavior is not just for people using substances. Addictive behavior is anything really that takes you away from a bad feeling to a good feeling. So if you're someone who eats a certain way to get out of a bad feeling, even if you run, it's like that is an addictive behavior. Your brain is like, I feel bad, so I run. Now I feel better. That's not to say that that's bad. I definitely think, I feel bad, go for a run is a solid positive response.
Oh, I agree.
I love that. I love that. It is the same behavior though. So when people look at addicts, there's always this negative stigma around them, like, oh, you're a bad person because you do drugs and you do da-da-da. Well, actually, the biggest part of their recovery is reframing that for them. Actually, you were vulnerable and someone showed you that this was a solution. So if you look at your mind kind of separately, you have this identity, and every single action that you take reaffirms that identity. So when you're working with someone with addiction, every action they take is that they're someone who is an addict. When you're working with someone on weight loss, it's like the actions that they're taking is reinforcing the belief that they're someone who eats when they're stressed out, or does, overeats at night, or whatever that is. So when you're working with someone to change that, like the biggest thing is, okay, actually, you've already initiated a process in your life that is not in alignment with that belief. So you're throwing a wrench in the works, like immediately. You're interrupting that thought process of that circle, thought, action, belief. Your actions are going to reinforce a belief that you already have, and then the belief is going to cause the next thought. And so you kind of go round and round in the circle. So when it comes to like addiction, they have a thought, oh, I'm stressed out. Their habitual action is take drugs, drink, whatever it is for them. When they do that, when they drink or do drugs, it's like they reinforce the belief that they are the type of person who drinks or does drugs when they're stressed out. And then the next stressor comes and they just kind of go round and round. When they come to therapy, or when I'm working at a recovery center, the biggest thing is to show them that they are already someone who wants to change that behavior, because your mind works in such a way where your mind wants to act in the way that it believes you are, or that you believe you are. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just so grateful to be able to do it. And every day that I do a session, it's like I was thinking today, I mean, I think I must cry like multiple times a week because I'm just so happy that I get to do this. I'm like, I can't believe that I get to do this today. I can't believe that someone's paying me to do this. I just feel so useful, you know? Like making money is one thing, you know, but getting paid to shift the whole quality of someone's life is quite another. So it's great. It's great to be able to do something that you love, to be of service, to know that you're benefiting someone. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Super grateful.
I agree.